In civilian life, killing someone who has done nothing wrong is one of the most egregious moral violations. But in war, everything changes.
That was actually the worst place I've ever been. People were actually openly carrying arms and attacking Americans in broad daylight.
What happens when you spend over a decade in war?
I was 17 when I joined the military. I needed a parental waiver.
And you return with a soldier's perspective on the morality of warfare.
In addition to these physical risks, there's also these tremendous moral responsibilities and moral burdens that come with the act of being a soldier.
What kind of experiences did these particular wars engender?
People talk about vets or soldiers having solidarity and all that. Not all soldiers go through the same stuff.
And what kind of philosophy would you think is crucial to know for the next generation of cadets, soldiers, philosophers, and policymakers?
We do owe it to soldiers that we don't put them in contexts where there's an unneeded risk of moral injury.
This season, on episode 2 and 3 of Hi-Phi Nation, Soldier Philosophers.
They want to kill us. They want to kill our country. And don't tell me it doesn't work. Torture works, okay, folks? Believe me, it works.
The current U.S. laws prohibiting the torture of detainees in the War on Terror trace back to the actions of one Army whistleblower over a decade ago.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly wish Abu Ghraib hadn't happened, but that should not reflect, America. This was the actions of some soldiers.
So when I looked at the pictures from Abu Ghraib when they first came out, a lot of the pictures didn't strike me as anomalous with U.S. policy.
In episode 2, we look at the harm of torture policies on the soldiers who had to carry them out. And we follow the story of the Army whistleblower through 4 combat tours.
They wanted me out of Special Forces, maybe out of the Army. They wanted me to be punished.
Leading up to his life today as a philosopher. In episode 3, we see how he and other veterans are returning to confront new thinking about the morality of warfare.
If we can understand the justification for killing in self-defense, we will have understood the principal justification for killing in war.
We can understand the morality of war by reducing it to the morality of ordinary life.
And sometimes pushing back.
That's not what war is like.
Episodes 2 and 3 of Hi-Phi Nation, Soldier Philosophers, the morality of war from the soldiers who served. Subscribe now to have the first episode delivered to you on January 24th.